刻むぜハモンのビート
Hello and welcome back to Larped. In today's video we will be moving on from our regular debunking videos and be looking into times Araki Larped his own series. Please keep in mind there will be spoilers for the series, including up to its latest installment, Part 9. Jojo's Bizarre Adventure is a series written by Hirohiko Araki. Having begun serialization on Weekly Shonen Jump with its first part from January 1st, 1987, and is still currently ongoing in 2026, it has gained much praise due to reasons such as its unique art style and writing, leading to it being in the top 15 most sold manga of all time, and its 7th part, Steel Ball Run, being the 2nd highest rated manga on my anime list. It would come to reason that due to its long length and years of history, many would opt into LARPing the series, with the most shocking case of all being Hirohiko Araki himself. To explain how, I'll be starting off with the previously mentioned first part itself, in which the main character Jonathan Joestar's adopted brother, Dio Brando, discovers an Aztec stone mask that Jonathan was studying. After discovering the powers embedded within it, he uses it to rid his humanity and transform from a human to a vampire. In this form, he gains many abilities that would make him an unbeatable entity to regular individuals. Due to his newfound power and tyrannical rule, the plot introduces an ability system known as Harmon, or the Ripple, which mimics the energy produced by sunlight. This is crucial, as Dio's vampiric form was capable of being destroyed by sunlight. Harmon offers a multitude of abilities, such as future sight, life acceleration, and, importantly, the ability to pass a hit of an attack through a life form, leaving them fully unharmed and allowing the full force of it to go through to the next object. There are other abilities as well, but we don't need to discuss those here. Now, the first clue we gain into Araki's LARPing is in a public appearance. Araki can be seen with the same setup as one of the scenes from Part 1, where Baron Zeppeli sends his punch through a frog. The problems would begin to arise by this point. As far as I could research, Araki has never been confirmed to be a user of Harmon, further solidified by the fact that he attempts to punch the frog here, and nothing happens. The attack does not pass through the frog, and the rock remains unharmed. From this we can conclude that he was likely not aware that Harmon was a requirement for this, and instead he probably saw it in a meme or another form of media, as it is an iconic scene of the part. Keeping the theme of power systems, Part 3 Stardust Crusaders introduces a new power system by the name of stands. They are stated to be called this as they are seen standing beside their users as a manifestation of their spirits. It is also stated that non-stand users are incapable of seeing stands. Yet, as the series progresses, this completely disappears, and stands are no longer consistent with this concept, with multiple instances even within the same part, such as Anubis having no user, or in Part 4, Yukiko would have technically appeared bald to non-stand users. While we could just assume people were being polite, I think it is clear this was not the case, as they were all high schoolers, which aren't exactly known for their kindness when it comes to people who appear different. Some keen observers of the anime and the manga would have also observed that the stand Superfly was a fucking tower! Like, genuinely! The people of Morio would just see a guy floating when he's standing on top of it. It's clear Araki is LARPing his own series, because if he knew his own rules, then why does no one in Morio ever question this? What the hell is wrong with them? Look what you've done, Araki! Open your eyes and look at what you did! Anyway, we gotta move on. Related to this, the word for stance can also be read as Yuhamon in the kanji, translating to ghostly ripple. Though, stands seemingly have no connection to the ripple, except with the cases of Hermit Purple and Jonathan stand, which are assumed to be manifested through the mastery of a skill, like Tonio stand Pearl Jam, as that was manifested through a mastery of cooking. So it doesn't seem to be some innate relationship between Harmon and stands. From this, we can infer that Araki likely didn't know that Harmon had no known relationship with stands, and further wasn't aware of its abilities. Otherwise, this wouldn't have happened. The final example I would bring up is the character of Kishibe Rohan. He was introduced and mainly present in Part 4, with light mentions in Part 5 and 6, But beyond 6, the story had undergone a soft reboot, with new characters, though usually sharing the same name, and them having different stand abilities. However, in Part 9, Rohan is present, with the exact same design, profession, and stand ability. Since Rohan is said to be Araki's self-insert into the story, there's a chance that Araki simply chose to re-add himself into his own story for the shits and giggles. But it is much more likely that he had heard that Rohan was a favourite character of the story, and not knowing that he wasn't a part of this universe, included him also in the story of Jojo lands. In my personal opinion, since we all know Jojo's is a non-fiction autobiography of Araki, my personal headcanon is that the user of dirty deeds done dirt cheap is continually replacing Araki with clones of himself from alternate universes, as it would explain his sudden shifts in memory. Though, I'm still researching into why this would be happening, so feel free to write your explanations in the comments below, and I'll read them in the next video. This is now the part of the video where I thank my patrons. Larped, Larping Beat, Larpon Beat, Adu the Dodo, George Joestar, Lloyd... Wait, hold on. They went off the screen. Let me just call my editor and tell him to fix it. Just hold on. Pick up, man.
Your call has been forwarded to an
That
automatic
son of
voice.
a... Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.